Well, what do you make of this whole net zero debate, James Ashby, amongst the coalition partners? Because, you know, now that you've got someone like Tony Blair out there saying net zero is basically madness, it's hardly a radical right-wing position to say it should be on the table, it should be debated, it should be reviewed.
Well, it's hardly for me to play marriage counsellor between the Liberal and National Party coalition here, but if I was to point one thing out, Peter, Donald Trump has proven that countries can remove themselves from this Paris Agreement. But out of the 195 countries that have signed up, only a few more than half have actually committed to net zero, which says to me that Australia should be able to go in and at least renegotiate the Paris Agreement that we signed up to many years ago. And I might just add it was a coalition government that signed us up to this. Now, that might be the compromise that the Liberal Party and the National Party can go into a room and commit to. How you sell that to the Australian public is another thing, because clearly people have an interest in the climate in this country. I don't necessarily agree with the arguments that have been put forward, but if you are to find a compromise position, that might be one step that the coalition can take, because if we don't do something, we're going to drive this economy into the ground. And we're already seeing people struggle. We've got the 6th highest wages in the world here, but people cannot afford to live on them. And the greatest issue that I see is if we don't fix the net zero policy that has been undertaken by both the coalition and the Labor Party, we will drive this economy into the ground, will hurt home owners, will hurt the investment that comes into this country, and more importantly, we're going to hurt the businesses that employ the bulk of the people in this country. So that's perhaps a solution the coalition can look towards.
Yeah, net zero happened after my time. It happened under Scott Morrison, though. But I do remember the Paris Agreement debate and the Cabinet. I'm not speaking out of school. I've got Tony Abbott's permission on this one, James McGrath. But there was an annotation to the Cabinet Minute that made it very clear if the world's circumstances changed, if other countries didn't sign up as they'd promised or they withdrew, then we've got Australia reserves the right to renegotiate everything from scratch. I mean, where are you on net zero?
I'm with everybody else in the coalition. We've just had our second landslide loss. All of our policies are up for review. All of our positions that we took for election are up for review, and we need to take a careful and considered response to all of those policies.
Your colleagues are showing their hand. Jane Hume's shown her hand. Where are you? No, I won't. Where are you on it?
In terms of leaving Paris, where I'm on climate change is
both Paris and net zero
that is happening. Net zero is something we all want to reduce our emissions. We all want to make sure we get there. But we don't want to destroy the economy, and we don't want to destroy the environment at the same time. But it's something, Peter, that I, as a member of the Liberal Party team, want to make sure we have a team-based approach to this. And I don't.
All right, I'll leave it there. But if you're in any doubt why you lost, mate, if you're in any doubt why you lost, not being able to get up a clear line on something as critical as that tells you everything. I'll leave it there. We'll speak to you both next week. That's it for me. Andrew Bolt's up next.